the population that you mentioned with low performing routes or no fixed routes, that's a large portion of far west San Antonio, which is where you have one of the zones. I think the zones, right? The northwest zone. So the suburban areas of the city will and have found already a VLink to be very helpful. It's been a game changer in parts of my district, especially for seniors. So we're really thankful for that. On that note, do we keep statistics of kind of who's using VLink and where they're going? Is it mainly, doctor's visits? Is it grocery store?
Yes, so I can answer the second question, that we do have information on the sort of origin destination of the passengers, just based on that data. As far as the characteristics of the customers, no, we do not have that information.
I'm curious. I know it would be based on self-report, but I wonder if we can capture that just to know who's using VLink. I mean, anecdotally, I'll tell you, in my district, it's seniors, but it may not be the biggest population. Maybe it's college students, or I'm not sure, but I hear a lot from seniors that like it.
We can definitely follow up on that, and I believe there has been.
So we are in the middle of conducting original destination separate survey. We'll get basic demographic information.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, wonderful.
Maybe 3 months from now, we should be able to give you information.
Okay. And I'm also curious on the rating. I love that you have the ratings, and I'm thankful to see it's very high, 4.8. Is it like another kind of rideshare program where you can say what you liked about it, or what kind of feedback are you getting in those comments?
Well, generally, we've had very positive comments. You can also rate the driver. I am going to ask if anyone from public engagement wants to speak on the exact comments that we've had. I don't know if anyone wants to specify. We can definitely follow up on some of the comments. I don't want to try to group them off the top of my head, but you can rate the driver, rate the trip, and provide any other comments. And we can provide more details on that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. And we can, have another presentation in the future just to catch up and see how maybe more data on the south side. Although that just from August to November is a pretty significant jump, right? So that's very telling in itself, I think. It's so payment. How does payment work for riders who don't have a phone?
So you can pay in cash,
okay,
or you can prepay on your Go card, and then use that Go card, prepay in cash. Saying that correct? I want to make sure I'm not saying anything wrong. And so yes, we're and that was really important to us in putting this service together, that it was accessible to all, so you can make all of your reservations by phone, and you can also provide feedback on the phone. So if you don't have the app and you want to provide feedback on your ride, you can also call back and do that as well.
Okay, great. So I appreciate your modesty in claiming you were one of the first. I'm going to go ahead and claim we were the first. Yay. Because why not? But I do applaud VIA for their innovation, not only with the service, but partnering with private business. I wasn't aware of that partnership with Toyota, so I think that's really interesting, and I applaud you for looking for those kinds of partnerships to enhance and expand the service. I think it's been really useful to the folks that I've talked to that have used it, so I'm thankful for that. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to ILA. Did you mention betterments? Can you explain what a betterment that the city might ask for? I thought you did the ILA presentation. You didn't?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can you do the ILA presentation again? I'm kidding. It was a quick one, though. She went through Go ahead.
And so basically what a betterment is, and so I'll just say what that is. It's anything that's part of the project that's outside of the scope and that is not really necessary to deliver the service. So we couldn't say something that was integral to, like, a bus platform, station platform, or something like that, would be a betterment, because you would need that for the operation of the service. But if there was something, another type of signal upgrade, or even something like a landscaping treatment, or a pavement treatment, or something like that, there's a lot of different things that could be considered as betterments. And again, they would be outside of what would be absolutely required to operate the service in the way that VIA is saying it would be operated.
Okay. And my last question, I think a lot of us are very excited about the ART. Some of us in this room specifically are very interested in the second part of it because it's west-east, and we're excited about, or maybe a little more excited about that part of it because it affects our communities. But we do, I think the benefit of being the second is that we're going to see what works and doesn't work with north-south. But can you tell us kind of where we are in the planning for east-west?
Sure. So the good news is that East-West is also now part of the federal project development program, so it's in their pipeline. It should be reported on, or should be shown in their next report, probably to come out in a month or so-ish.
Okay.
So that's really great news. They're aware of it. They're excited about it. It opens up a lot of opportunities for us to progress with them. So we are in the early planning stages. East-West still has a funding gap. So we are still looking for some additional funds to basically make that whole. But otherwise, we're in early planning stages. And that is also good news because we will be really engaging with the communities to make sure that what is selected comes out of a public process. And so we expect to be very fully engaged with the communities sometime in the summer, towards the later part of the summer, because there's some different options that we can use in terms of how that that project is laid out.
Okay, wonderful. We look forward to hearing more about it and watching north-south progress as well. With that, I'll move on to council comment. Council